Greetings! For once in my life, I'm organized before a stream. I have looked at things, I've checked things, I've opened all the tabs, and I'm immediately too warm. Why is Thremming warm? Hello, Eliaval! I think you beat, Streamlabs to the punch, actually. Let's just check. You did! Damn, you are early. Well, I tend to start the stream slightly before the time because there's usually some faffing around. So yeah, like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Is it better to start a stream slightly early or slightly late? I don't know. Anyway, let us post stream. Did I, in fact... Yes, I did do that correctly. Yes. Yes, I am posting correctly. Yes. Yes, 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 I am posting correctly. If I'm not posting correctly, I don't know, please file a complaint with the manager. Also, I just had a moment of like, is that a Grey Talon or Deepwater Guard craft? It's like, oh no, that's a Grey Talon. I probably should go make dinner or just heat it. That's a good idea. And there will be some faff. Just a little bit of faff. Okay, so we go here. We go here. Go here. Go here. And we go here. We go in general. Ooh. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's good. I'm focused. Hey, Orange, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, Plutono Hub. I remember the order of things. Okay. Plutono Hub. Alright, so first order of business is actually I have managed to check the workshop before stream for once in my existence, and there's an upgrade to the Glakava Dominion Sympagic, so we're gonna double check our notes on that. And we're gonna download it first, that's important. Alright, so download. Updated version. Okay then, let's go here. Updated version, and now we hop into Plutono, or Plutonail, as certain people call it. Alright, custom campaign, Plutono test 10, here we go. You have checked it out too already, it looks really neat now. Ah, so water, hello Amiiboid. Oh wait, did I pin that? I did pin that. I did pin that. Me smart. Me smart. Me good. Me pin. Link in chat. So people can find link. Kill humans, take arrowheads. It just occurred to me that like that kind of caveman voice. I just now realized where I got it from. It's from the Orcs and Dark Messiah and Might and Magic, which I really want to replay on stream at some point because I think the OG, my original stream version, is now hidden on YouTube. People can't see it because it's on the wrong channel. So I want to do that again because it'll be really fun. Fracament soup. You have checked out too already. Plutgidden. Plutgidden. Alright, so let's load this fella in. So. Alright. Alright, so this... Ooh. I don't know how, but this looks Ooh, that's nice, Jets. That is nice. It never occurred to me to use pack lenses like that. That's sexy as hell. Alright, let's go check our notes on the Sympagic. And perhaps spawn in the old one, just for comparison. The Sympagic is here. Alright, so flattened jets on rear looks strange. That's been fixed. Jets on the wings can be smooth with the wing more. Check. More smoothing overall. Looks pretty smooth. Either needs to be able to fly in space or avoid flying up there. Switch laser to 1Q. Needs Deco TLC on par with Perpetual. I reckon that's getting there quite nicely, actually. This is a good-looking fella. Alright, let's spawn in the old one. Just as contrast. Alright, so here's the old one. Ah, yes. Yeah. Alright, so... definitely the old one. Yeah. I remember everything now. Alright, so now, let's go over here. So checking the notes again. Needs 1Q. Alright, so, is this a 1Q laser now? Because, right, let's see. Can I just find... Aha! It is now a 1Q laser. It's not a very powerful 1Q laser. But, I mean, I don't know. Just like... It would be better than it was before, because I believe over on this fella, the laser was like really weak. If I go here... Alright. Yep, so, oh yeah, no, that's... Yeah, no, yeah. Why is... 2 days in a row, my left nostril is itchy. Yeah. I want to reach all the way up in there, take out the nose hairs, and just... Actually, I don't want to do that. That would be bad. Alright, so just destroy everything. Go back to the... Alright. So now we just need to check that the thing doesn't fly into space, or if it does fly into space, it should be able to get itself out. Okay, Sympagic goes here. Whoops. And let's spawn in the old one, just for giggles. Sympagic. Big storage ball thing. Is that refinery things used for the main jets? Seems like it, the big storage ball thingies. I do like arranging them to small bits around a single hard jet, yeah. P! Is that an all pot regular? Oh, just the Q switch. My favorite is when I get a mustache hair that curls up and tickles the inside of my nostril. Yeah, I love that. I love it when you get, a nose hair that, like, comes up and curls around like that. So it's like a warthog tusk, just being like, yeah. Is this too disgusting for people? If it's too disgusting for people, I can tone it down. Right, so Magic is over there. It's all sharts and giggles until someone giggles and sharts. Meh, it's funny. True, it's also a fact of life. Alright. Ironically, the old Sympagic is winning, possibly just due to pure RNG. Oh, wow. Never mind. I mean, the old one got AI killed. We could chalk that up to RNG, but, let's see. Do you have... What happens if I do this? Do you have ion? You do have ions. You have an ion jet with pitch control. Perfect. Alright, I love this. I love this to bits. Splendid. Splendid. Who originally made this? Storyman. Well, Storyman, excellent. Very, very good. Like, you read the spreadsheet, and you fixed everything. Beautiful. Right, I don't really have further comments on this fella. Maybe the cockpit could be tinted, but I'll leave that up to you. They say you're farting hard or hardly farting, Rainbow Frogman. True. Oh man, I really like this jet. It's good. Fellow Martin Shorten, my best friend. What the hell? How is fellow a band to... What? Really? It might be the Mon thing. I think if you're an FTD, you have to be at least aware of them. Honestly, yeah. I'm just going to take a little screenshot of this. Hell yeah. Alright, so now... Let's put this fella... Actually, you know what we can do? We can save this over the old one. And that's actually easier. Planes. Sympagic. Approved. I'm just gonna go hop onto Discord and check that, the updated blueprints. Right, so updated Sympagic. Alright, so that's over there. Jolly good. I'm just gonna confirm so Spaghetti can get it. Can confirm. Can confirm. Can confirm is good. That's a very nice way to start the stream. It's just, hey, we can, hey, magic moment, we can do this. We can do this. So, Sympagic, All my criticisms. Done. And if it needs fixing ever again, we can do that later. That's one of hundreds. Oh, lovely. Alright, so over here, where is the Simpagic? So there's that fella. We can delete this as well. And where is it? It's over there. Scratch one off the list. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Martin Tita Bents, Martin Shorten Bents. Martin's FTD videos, I think the overmost viewed FTD videos on YouTube. Yep, they're what got me into FTD. Yeah. Martin's not how I got into FTD. I think I was doing stuff before he put his really popular FTD videos up. But also just remind me, I need to go find the updated versions of things. Alright, so what is it? Blowtorch. Oh yeah, uses transparent clips. Alright, so we gotta... I'm gonna give you some delicious main menu time. There may or may not be genitalia. But I need to go find updated versions of the Punch Scythe, Kick Wheel, and Quasar. So give me a hot moment. A hot moment. Oh, it's so hot. Hey, this is my little fella. Beautiful. We love him. Wise. Who got me into From the Dead? That was Ireland back in the day. I want to go rewatch his videos, actually. It'll be such a nostalgia trip. Oh, I might do that after stream, actually. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be so good. Sorry to make people cry if you remember Ireland gaming. Pour one out. Not literally. Okay, I need to check chat. Lathrix, one day we'll get a neater playthrough. I think he's done with campaign playthroughs. He's too good at the game. One of his old FTDs is what originally put my game on my radar, but it wasn't what was one which actually. Smart fella. So who's the fella? Fart smeller. One smart fellow, he felt smart. 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 I need to focus. I need to focus. I need to hocus pocus focus. I need to hocus pocus my focus. Alright. Alright, what are we after? We are after Gokave Dominion, Thrustercraft, and what do we want? We want the Punch, Scythe, Kick Wheel, and Quasar. Punch. Where is Punch? Where's P in the alphabet again? Punch. Scythe. Kick Wheel. Who remembers the Kick Wheel? That thing is hilarious. There we go. Kick Wheel and Quasar. Where is the Quasar? Where is the Quasar? Where is the Quasar? And so say all of us. Wah! Don't look at my files. Don't look at my files, I do. Oh, wait. Oh, excuse me one moment. Excuse me uno momento. I need to go put a specific thing in the workshop. Like, don't mind me, don't mind me. Definitely not putting a blueprint for this month's Patreon building event thing in the correct folder. No, no, no. I definitely remembered to do that before the stream started. It would be crazy. It would be crazy if I forgot to do that. It'd be crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy, I say. Yep, definitely cuckoo crazy that if okay, so it's a good thing I didn't have to do that. Not sure why are you suggesting otherwise? What is wrong with you? Do you not believe me? How dare you? How dare your face and body? Alright. Was there any penis on screen? I have to admit, I wasn't looking. Okay, there we go. Jolly, 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 jolly good. Jolly, jolly, jolly good. Jolly good. Excuse the fella of all things. Brenzo's Ragnarok refit and associate tournament were the ones that got me to check out the game. Well, that was, yeah, like the Ragnarok retrofit was awesome. Hocus Pocus, I've stolen your focus. The kick wheel is peak Lacave craft. Yup. That helicopter is too big and needs to be shrunk down. Well, the nuke shrunk it down before I could finish typing. One of my early builds was an attempt to beat the Gimli, which did not succeed. That is ambitious, John. I salute you. No wonder you got good at the game so quickly. Well, that's a ship wheelie. This is what... Balls! Well, we've seen the penis. We have seen us the penis. Therefore, we can carry on. Alright, first thing on the list is the punch. Punch, punch, punch. Thrust craft. Punch. Alright then. This is, it's the same thing, but we'll just delete this one. Alright, so... Alright, it's got some color variation. Needs a little bit more. Tell me this isn't Fleet colors. It is, thank goodness. Oh! I don't know how to do Cram also here because you Bordeaux said it's more Lacave. Wait, what is he talking about? Alright, well that's a sign that Cram Tetris probably needs to be improved. Yep. Wait, what the hell? Huh. Hold on a second. Interesting. There's a kind of almost a relic with Cram is that payload compactors, I guess, can still connect to connectors, but they don't do anything, so... I got good at the game because my ADHD makes me incapable of engaging with things to a reasonable, healthy degree. Ooh, dear. It's either full-time obsession or complete disinterest, no in between. Oh dear, asymmetric Megan and FTD got the former. Oh dear. So very true. I now build fuel engine for fun. Wow, is this like super old? And then put in like 1,200 a year, plus time reading in Discord. Connected pack is 0, huh? I have 1,000 nearly. I have... Dare I look at how many hours I have in this bloody game? I have 7,190.5. And I have not beaten adventure mode, so it's like, oh boy. I think a lot of that time was spent just like mucking around and not actually accomplishing anything whatsoever, which to be fair is what video games are for. Alright, so this is an easy design, so it does not need to be amazing. So there's that. Man, it has like boilers at the front. Like crazy. And it is a point at and maintain distance. How's its sub-objects? It has a lot for its size. What's this? What's this? Huh? Oh no, don't tell me. Tell me that's decoed. That is decoed. Very good. What is this for? Oh no, don't. No, 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 don't, no. Huh? Huh. What? Why? Okay. The good news is that is not spin block. Is it? Wait a minute. Alright, its rotation is 5. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. What is... I'm confused. Angle control. Ha, this is controlled by something. So it's got, I really, really, really should have inspected these things way more closely when I was first, looking at them, because, this is wacky, Jackie. Alright. They move in relation to speed. Alright, if there's a is there a breadboard here? But it looked shit. I like how that's cut off. Precision spin block, that is speed of vehicle. Okay, so if we tell you to move over there, does that do anything? I'm confused. What does that do? Oh, that's very subtle. That is so subtle, dare I say, you can probably not bother with that. I don't know. I never noticed that the first time. I like the idea. I definitely like the idea. Right, and yeah, I guess this... Also, I'm just gonna double check that things aren't clipped. So this is a spin block. Angle control. Okay, that's not clipped. Very good. That's not clipped. Very good. I probably just ruined that a little bit, so I'm going to spawn this in again. Interesting. Spin locks are not needed unless bread is evolved to make the decos move. They move, yeah. I think that with the low number of soldiers in total to survive. Yeah, it's got like 4. Like, and it's got like no turrets or anything. Yeah, nah, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, so just, let's actually make a note on this. It needs more and contrasting colors. Use that trim, people. Use that trim. Alright, make it fabulous. Okay, excuse me. Alright, needs more contrasting colors. This thing is actually decoed pretty well. Like, you know, it's got greebles on it. Ralston would approve. It's even got, like... Yeah, it's got a ladder there. Also, we can remove the sign. Needs more contrasting colors. Icons. Tentacles. Sign can be removed or moved internally. Yes, I read it. Alright, what else? Alright, so yeah, Cram Tetris needs overhaul. Actually, just casting my cram gunning eye over here, because I have one. Alright, let's see here. So, this cram cannon, you have... What do we have in here? We actually have a decent amount of space in here. And I kind of see where things... Oh yeah, so there's a fun thing in here. That firing piece could actually be set all the way back here. Yes, I know that's probably not aesthetically great. Yeah, that's probably not aesthetically great, honestly. Maybe not. Oh, wait, no, it's all set all the way over here anyway. What is this? What is the... Oh, interesting. Got elevation barrels on a hull-mounted cram. I wouldn't have bothered, personally, but, eh. Why is there... Oh, there is an electric engine over here, just, you know, because. Alright. Cram Tetris definitely does need it. Did make it more noticeable on the still working problem, so I swear I'll finish that thing soon. Long time no see. Hey, AT Low, how you been? Long time no see. Okay, this, I actually really like this thing. Who decoed? Oh, this is Elliot Valls. That makes sense. That makes sense. The non-optimized cram, the prettiness, yeah. Makes sense. I love this thing, I really do. Alright, so it's got a whole bunch of... Wait, these are small decoys? Ah, yes. Small decoys. Smeekoys, if you will. Wait, tell me that's not a friggin... Alright, this thing didn't show up... Yeah. Alright, let's combat test this thing. Let's have this thing punch itself, because it is the punch. It's the fruit punch. Punch, punch, punch. Okay, no, let's do... No, let's do that. Punch, 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 punch. Punch, 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 punch. This is how I punch. Years of martial arts training. This is how I punch. This is how I punch. Give me all your lunch. Wait, do the... Interesting, I think those spin blocks, like, raise up when missiles are loaded. Oh, that was comedic timing. Oh, I like this thing. Oh, this thing has managed to hurt itself a lot. What is it firing? What shells are those? That is a squash head by the looks of it. Yep, that's it. And it's just a huge, nice cluster of frags. Just begging to get intercepted. And flares which are pretty but accomplish nothing. Very good easy craft. Did you? No idea who you're talking about. Good old Hesh. Hesh is better. Anyone here remember when Hesh was like stupidly powerful and they had to tone it down like a lot? I remember those days. It was roughly around the time I was doing my first, like, yet another, I think my second main attempt at, like, doing the Niter campaign. And it's, yeah, I just remember I had, like, every craft I had Hesh on it. I think the days of about Besh was before I started. Yeah, I think it was before, it was a while ago. It was like 6 years ago? Like, more? I don't know. It was a hot second. It was kind of, I think, yeah, in the first year or two of me making From the Depths content. Alright, so this thing is functioning absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. I'm, bearing in mind, easy design. Yeah, just needs kind of more color and fixing the Cram Tetris. Actually, let's look at the APS Tetris while we're here. It is interesting that some people actually find APS Tetris easier than Cram Tetris for whatever reason. Like, it took me a long time to warm up to APS, but yeah. Alright, well, this is definitely a choice. This isn't bad, per se. Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, no, like, alright, so possibly needs an extra recoil absorber or all three, but, let's see. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's not great. An optimal belt feeder has more than one loader, so it can actually load, you know, before the calendar year turns around, but, again, this is an easy, design. This does not need to be optimal at all. And just double checking. Yep, that is a 200mm squash head. And also has a shaped charge on it? Where's that? Is this thing... I think that might be just a relic of when... Oh, that's clever! Oh, I like that! That LWC is, controlling both firing pieces. Very nice. Alright, well, I have very little, basically no complaints about this thing whatsoever. I was confused a little bit. Is that deco? That does appear to be deco. Yes. Yep, punch is good. Punch is punchy. Yay. Both the Cram and APS, yeah. Alright, Azusa is here. Hello, I like large caliber Sabo. That auto mode was warranted, yeah. APS Tetris is fun. Cram is cringe, because I learned APS first. How dare you? How dare you? Cram Tetris is literally just... It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I'm saying that facetiously, because goodness knows I did Cram Tetris badly for most of my time playing From the Depths, because APS can go brrr. Before this had Cram, it has two APS guns. Okay, it's me, I'm some people. I think APS Tetris is easier than at least 3D Cram. Yeah. Cram is just so weird. No, it's not. Especially if you compare the difficulty of making a balanced multi-barrel turret. Missile Tetris is very difficult. It's hardy-wardy. It's hardy-wardy. Missile Tetris... It just hit me, Azusa, what you said. Missile Tetris is very difficult. Huh? Everyone look at the punch while I copy cells around in the spreadsheet. Missile Tetris. That got me. Oh, I'm not ashamed to admit that got me. Oh, boy. Freaking Missile Tetris. Oh no, how do I fit missile? Oh dear, okay, I'm fine. We're fine here. Oh dear. Okay. This is me on 1.5 cups of coffee. I hope everyone knows. I actually laugh at things. I am otherwise a very serious person. Nope, still giggling about the Missile Tetris. Oh yeah, when is the next M4 Craft review? I've been reworking the V4 box art. Oh, like, you can just put it up on the workshop whenever AT low. Like, if you put it up as a new thing on the workshop, I check before, like, either at the start of every stream or just before, I will see it, hopefully, and then I will look at it. I gotta check if I somehow have updated this thing at some point and just forgot. I seem to do that a lot. What kind of craft are you making where you need to get missiles? Just sigh. Does seem to have an orphan with you, does. This is me on 0 cups of coffee and dealing with children for 5 hours. Children are chaos. Interesting. Are you a teacher, Remy Boyd? Or is it your own kids? Excellent, excellent. Okay, so that is... Okay, notes. Notes have been noted. Notes have been noted. Notes have been... Okay, now the scythe. Now, this already has a note on it. It says that it doesn't match the... Ah, yes. Now I remember, so... Yeah. Alright, so to be fair, this thing is a funky looking fella, which means that, like, I don't know, Gokave is kind of the garbage bin of weird designs. Doesn't really fit modern Gokave vibe. Could be replaced with the Hickory. I mean, I said that, but, like, I looking through Gokave craft, it needs to be more pointy. If you make this more pointy, it will fit. Alright, so we got missile and APS and simple weapons by the looks of it. Alright, the camo is good, does needs icons, it needs decos. Oh. Gods. Alright, yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, remember... Does anyone remember when I said, oh, it's got eyes, basically. Or red and green eyes. Does anyone remember when I said that when people do helicopters, they tend to forget about aesthetics on the rear? Seems to be the case for this guy. This is ugly as hell. Alright, so it needs to be smoothed out, made more pointy. What was the kukri again? Oh yeah, so definitely needs more smoothing, because Gokave does generally have quite a sleek aesthetic. Even things like the Seismotron, there's a sleekness to it. Needs to be pointy. Pointy is scary, round is not scary. Unless it's, what's a round thing that's scary? I'm trying to remember. Oh, hippopotamus. Hippopotamus is round. It is terrifying. Think it is. I get home tired from uni, do a tiny update, and then it's not big enough to push an update and repeat. Okay. Petite Steel Strider ship gets destroyed by huge Dawn missile. Azusa! 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 Event. 1,300 children. Whoa. Oh, it's an event. Oh, that's why you said event. Blimp, blimp, blomp. Easy pointy. I mean, given it's called a scythe, maybe. Yeah, this is called the scythe. Why isn't it more like a scythe? Well, that's not hard. We could put fins on it. We could put fins on it. The Seismotron is not sleek. It kind of is. Like, it doesn't look sleek from the front. It's very boxy. But there is a sleekness to it. It's not like if you like side by side have the Pyre and the Seismotron. The Pyre it's a box. It's like a, and the Seismotron is like it's mostly, but then it has kind of sleek bits on it, if that makes sense. The Cube, it's a brick from love. To be honest, very few Glacave craft look like their name. I just thought if it isn't true. Is there ever a reason to use the extra large missiles? Sometimes. I believe huge torpedoes are really frickin' scary, but then again, they're torpedoes, so only useful against things that are sitting in the water. Oh yeah, Primoris Tournament entries due tomorrow. Shout out to Azusa's Primoris tournament. I am not participating. I have been busy. And there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to cook up something that can 1v1 the Primoris by tomorrow. I was struggling enough as it is. Alright, let's type some notes here. So the scythe could be replaced with... or needs to be made more pointy, smooth, and scythe-like aesthetic elements. Tail fins? Okay then, yeah. Alright, so yeah, this ribbing that's on there, I understand this is ribbed for his or her or their pleasure. Are you freaking kidding me? Right, also, wait a minute, hold on. Is this a legit blimp? It is a legit blimp. Alright, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, folks. Jet stabilizers are cringe, and actual roll control is based. So, I actually said it. I've been avoiding saying cringe and base for the longest time. It finally got to me. Alright, well... get rid of jet stabilizers and put real roll and pitch control. That's very snooty, but I have no regrets. Okay, what else? So we have Le Begun here. I understand that you want longer barrels for accuracy, but at the same time, yeah, that needs to be way more smooth. Ooh. This is definitely a choice. Bat Salmon. Bat Salmon made this. Bat Salmon is responsible for this. Alright, so not transparent clips, thank giddy goodness. It has RTGs. Why does it have RTGs? Why? Oh dear. Alright, so no, we gotta replace RTGs with, we gotta replace the RPGs with something. Because remember, capturing isn't really a thing anymore, and this thing will be a lot cheaper if it's not running off RTGs and electric engines. So let's do that. RTGs with efficient fuel engines will make it a lot cheaper. Excuse me. Efficient. English is hard. Why is English so hard? I've not touched the punches at very least not in a meaningful way. Okay, good. Understandable. I did kind of cook with the Primoris. It's better than my usual dog poop. Azusa, self-deprecation is not allowed. You are good at building stuff. You built a whole custom campaign and everything. Sooty sheer, nothing is cringe. Embrace whimsy with pride. I would agree with you, Sooty. Also, hello. But jet stabilizers, they are cringe. They are cringe. What's a jet stabilizer? It's this thing. That. Where even is it? Here it is. This is an ancient block. Cylinders on the side, they help with roll pitch control, but not really. Is it kind of full out for drug add-on? It uses like no materials, railgun APS, lol. We are gooned here today in remembrance of a time before brain rot killed me. Now, you got it. I will load my hammer. Bang. Nope, not doing that. We made a gif. Cringe and base. We lost another brave soldier to the Zoomer brain rot 07 in chat. I always forget jet stabilizers are a thing. Me too. Every time I see them, it's like, oh, hello, you're still here. The fact that they have absolutely zero settings is just weird. Yeah, like... I mean, here's the thing. Compare that to this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of stuff with propeller hubs, and you hit Q on the jet stabilizer, nothing. That was good. The fact that they have absolutely zero settings is just weird. The side-mounted AA guns. Actually, yeah, that's... that is a little funky now that I'm thinking about it. Because remember, like, this has seats on it and stuff. Some poor schnook is supposed to operate that, so, So yeah, we'll probably need to move AA guns to, like, the top, or deco them, so... Alright, so scythe... Simple AA guns need to be decoed, or moved on to the upper hull. They have seats on them. That's actually something I want to do at some point, is like, hang on a minute, because, like, remind me, if you deco a simple weapon, does the deco mesh move with it? I know some things do that, but I don't use simple weapons enough to remember that. Dog, just sit sideways, yeah? That's gonna be unfucked off, right? Yeah, that never occurred to me before. Clear advanced glycophic gravity manipulation. You just hang on with one hand, with one strong communist arm, and operate gun with other strong communist arm, comrade. You are strong communist, are you not? Super glue on the seats, would cure too fast, hot glue always heated, yeah. Just the seat is heated, but it just has hot glue just constantly oozing out of the seat to ensure the operator stays put. Oh no. Oh no, okay. Yeah, alright, so aesthetically... Tail fins, get rid of jet line. Smooth and scythe like aesthetic elements. Simple or there's a lot of notes on the scythe. Right, is there any sub-object shenanigans? That's always good. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay then, I think I know what this is. I mean, this does technically clip, but that's like... That's an elevation turret. There's not a hell of a lot you can do about that. Man, actually no. This isn't rule breaking. It's just ugly. Right, we can do better than that. All right, so 2-axis rocket launcher. What is this? So 2-axis missile launchers can be made to clip less. Okay, so. Missile launches be made to clip less or be on just one turret block. Can everyone hear Leaf Blower Man? Oh, he's blowing leaves out there. I think that's a leaf blower. And now when I try and figure out, he stops. Nope. There we go. Don't think that turret. Nope. It's yeah. These aren't interceptors. Why does it elevate its missiles? What is this? What is this? Wombat. With Q to first. I'm not sure you can deco a shrimple weapon like that. Yeah, not sure. And foot. Having felt hot glue through a single layer of fabric would not recommend. No, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I would recommend it to my communist comrades who want to stay manning the anti-aircraft gun for the glorious Dominion. Glorious Dominion. Okay. Turned out it's still really hot. Yep, who could have thunk? If you aren't supposed to use RTGs, would it be better to be silly but make it a supercharger engine and setting to low power to make electricity? Lol. You can do that. You say lol, Dr. Fails. That is not a bad idea. That is still more power dense than an RTG. By the way, if you want to glue a person to a chair, 3D printer resin plus the sun. Do not ask how I know that. Why does it elevate its missiles? Style, I don't think the turrets that are necessary ints. If you really need efficiency, then it's a good move. Small missiles, I guess. Also know that clips, since it's 2 turrets, so it ignores them. Yeah. Supercharger spam engines is what I use on my logistics craft. I should do that as well. I need to move past RTGs. It's not the size of the missile that matters, it's how you use it. Yay. I get the joke, but in FTD that's just categorically not true. If he drives a Ford F-150, it means he has an int and he's compensating. How chunky your missile is doesn't matter. Me and my tiny smart car. What kind of resin did you use? Didn't Azusa said, don't ask her how she knows. What's this? Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, was this one of the ones that was supposed to be for Sewol and just kind of got promoted sideways to Glacave? Hang on a second, is this meant to spawn things? Ah. Why does it have blueprint spawners again? Oh yeah, it was meant to be in a squad. Alright, so we can probably, if it's not meant to have sub-vehicles, we can remove the tractor beams and stuff. So, let's go there. If no sub-vehicles, then spawners and tractor beams can be removed. What else? What else? Do the lights have shadows? That's always a thing. Shadows are off. Splendid. Yeah, so I've already talked about the RTGs. There's a lot of material storage. There's the hell's going on in here? All right, so the AI is not properly insulated, or is it? Or is? Oh my God! This uses yay! Why is this upside down? Oh dear. Oh wow, this is interesting. It's got more of these little funky missile turrets down here. Right, need to color the glass on it so we can actually see. How are you meant to see? You can't see where you're going. Alright, so the gondola needs to be hanging in a way so this thing can actually see where you're driving, because that looks silly otherwise. RTG versus isn't something with the correct choice, both are valid. Oh no, what's Azusa said? Chunky, what kind of resin? What? Hello, Newsreel. Do not ask how I know. Well, I want to know because resin is very toxic. Do not ask, and I want to know which resin to use without killing everyone in a mile radius. Ah, so this was a mothership. Yep. Salt, 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 salt. I guess I added missile deco to the punch. That might be it. Oh! Cry. I believe the correct word is mommy ship. Azusa. Azusa. RDG. Just don't use either of them on a combat craft. God, this thing needs its internals reworked. Why are there a line of ammo right by the guns? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Is there a line of ammo right next to the guns? Is this what you're talking about? Oh, damn, it uses ammo customizers. What kind of Tetris is this? That looks like... It looks like 3-clip Tetris. With some wasted space in the middle, so... no bueno. I mean, this isn't right next to the guns. Yeah, this thing's internals do need a little bit of a... Why is it using single ammo boxes? Alright, so that's another thing. Can be removed. Single ammo boxes can be replaced with larger ones. Internals in general just need a tidy up. Alright, let's have a look-see here. Okay, then. Alright, yeah, and ability to repair tentacles. Is this even insulated properly? Where's the AI? The AI is here. So, is this new? It is not insulated properly. Not at all. So let's test that. So for anyone watching who does not know, EMP is a thing. So right, actually, hold on. You know what I want to do? Let's kill Rambot. There he goes! Alright, so let's turn the EMP tracker on. So if it gets it here. Where did that end up? I mean, the batteries do kind of soak it up before the AI does. Ooh, no. Yeah, see? Nope, that's, just generally needs better insulation down here. Yeah. What the? Huh? Wait a minute. Wait a tick. Oh, wow! I didn't... Oh, this is hilarious. I didn't actually... I forgot that RTGs are actually EMP vulnerable, so... This thing's innards just generally need a lot more insulation. What happens if we hit this with a 1 million... There goes everything, yep. Alright, we can... turn that off. So yeah, nah, this thing needs some rejiggering. Alright, for funny, Hindenburg, similar, I'm still looking at the punch. Oh, alright, to be honest, this barely looks good, most likely because of that secondary camo. Yeah, the camo needs to be changed. Make it more of a washed blue than black, yeah. La Chancia, or have it spell. Why use ammo customizers? It's mostly for convenience, honestly. Like, if you have a prefabbed turret, and you know you're going to be slapping it around all willy-nilly, and you've got some spare space, like, say, like, on the underside of it or something, you might as well use an ammo customizer because it's, like, quick and easy. That's the only reason I can think of to use the physical ammo customizers these days. So still looking at the punch board and checking out what to change. Gotcha. Ammo customizer in 2006. Chat, what's an okay cost for an APS triple carrot? Any cost so long as it does what you want it to. Because the only thing you're missing out on is nothing. More than you can afford, honey. Just sassy me boy. Damn it! Why does it have mineral gap? Now that you mention it. Ammo customizer basically one use, spread control, cell switching. Ooh, good point. I want to make my craft less than 1 million. That worthy. You could do shell switching with built-in shells too. Cringe. Orby, hello, Nekovoy Blue. Can we get a shout out for Nekovoy Blue? Because I guarantee you, I'm gonna read chat and forget. Okay, that's interesting. Turrets goes close to 200k. Imagine making a craft that's less than. All right, I'm gonna speed this. You do Mindustry. Played again the other day, if not for a couple of years. Yay! Thank you for the shout out for Nekoboy Blue. Mindustry mentioned. I was able to get it just under $1 million with the efficiency remaining similar. Praise be Anouk. Oh, that's a good change. What is fair? Then you don't need to hunt every simple turret. Har? I can't build over 1 million anymore. Yeah, Azusa, you might have burnt yourself out by building absolutely gigantic craft early in your From the Depths experience. I still remember the Stellarion. Was it the Stellarion? Yeah, that thing was massive. Alright, I'm gonna make a note on the camo here. The site has a lot of notes on it. Oh my gods, we've almost been streaming for an hour. Change camo to something more subtle. Arctic works well with Lakabe. That's actually a thought, actually. Do we want custom camo for the factions? That could be fun. Arctic works well with camo, with Lakabe. Material gatherers, you say? Material gatherers? Yeah, why does this have material gatherers? Was this an adventure mode craft that someone converted? Yeah, we can get rid of those. Scythe. Remove material gatherers. Let's have a look-see here. What's here? Alright, so the APS can be... It is using, by the looks of it, like I said, it is using is using 3 clip. Using 3 Texas. That's good. That was refreshing. Thank you, people, for the redeems. Needs redoing. Wasted space. Uh-oh. There's a certain material cost where vehicles are big enough to be satisfying but not big enough to be painful. The right material cost is a very pleasurable experience. Yeah. To build, I mean. Yeah. That's a big flex. My custom command is all under 600k. Whoa! Yeah! 40k channel points soon. Uh-oh. There could be canoes. Also, just check the flares of the punch are actually good enough from the front. Well, that's good then. What else? There's a lot of things with the scythe. Thankfully, nothing rule-breaking. I was legit disappointed. Why is there rubber beams, like... If this is meant to be... There's a lot of useless rubber that can be... changed, like... I think Bat Salmon had funny ideas about how EMP propagates. Alright, so there's a lot of useless rubber in the hull. Remove useless rubber in hull. Did I already mention insulation? Just need a tidy up and better insulation of EMP vulnerable components. I should really like post on. Well, that's a lot of notes actually. Okay then, what else? Alright, so I can't think of anything else right now, so let's just chuck the scythe against something. Let's chuck it against itself. Why not? Why not? Is your money on the scythe or on the scythe? Oh, another thing. Yeah, the propellers aren't, I said these are just the default propellers, so... Just gonna take a note here. Ooh. Those guns are actually kind of, okay, this thing does not have the best armor, so... How much armor does this have? Yeah, no, this thing's got friggin' tin can armor. I mean, like, Gakave, it's very much in style of Gakave. Is that Sabot? Excuse me? That's not Sabot, is it? Am I crazy? That's armor piercing, right? Hang on a second. Hang on a minute. Hold on. Missiles. Let's see here. Okay, those missiles are just okay. What happened here? What happened? Yeah. Built-in shells. What's this? Okay. Alright. Well, that, those turrets, then fell off because the turret block got taken out. Wait a second. Let me just double-checky here. Alright, that's actually not quite enough explosive damage, to... Nah, it's fine. Doesn't need to be perfect. And this one, I believe, is same thing. Go look at the other gun. Is that the same thing? Is this the same thing? Yep, same thing. Can mix up the ammo a little bit. These are double turrets, so it's worth doing. Speaking as someone who never does that, because I'm boring and lazy. Okay then. Right, this thing doesn't need great armor either, because this is a medium design. What is its armor? So, the main weapons here, we've got a layer of alloy, we've got a 2-meter air gap and a layer... Ooh, we could fill it with, like... I know Sean would hate this, Sean the developer. Sean FTD developer, community manager would hate this, but like you could literally fill that with poles and it would be better. Turret already gone. Also has medium flares on top. Redeem can do right at the end of the stream. Please don't. Rubber isn't useless, good to have rubber protection. Yes, I know! Protection in more than one set. Oh! It's been an hour. I should probably take me break. But yes, like this, I'm talking specific, like, I'm pretty sure people know this, but just to clarify, putting rubber like this in the hull, this is literally not doing anything. I'm not sure what the plan was here. Oh! Somebody wanted wisdom. Oh no. Alright. Alright, well, the wisdom is that rubber has two very specific uses in From the Depths. EMP insulation and collision damage immunity, which means if you're using it for... Oh, thank you, whoever did that. If you're using it for anything other than wrapping squishy electronics or on the outside of your hull where it's likely to collide with something, it's not good! Who did that stretch? Useless rubber. Ah! Thank you, Soti, thank you, Night World, for the redeems. I need to just read chat. Useless rubber, he says, useless rubber until you're having a kid. Then you can use the rubber to beat the kid to death so you don't have to feed it. I'm sorry, that was terrible. Turret already gone. No, that's AP. Yep. Okay, Sabot is way smaller needle-like head. That's armor pierce head, 380 wards and pen depth fuse. Protection defuse. Yeah, like, there's some things that just look the same. So Fraggle, he'd probably be better. Glakava has to be the best. Medium is premium. Yeah, by the way, don't forget to play Barons. Barons is good, can confirm. If anything, I think the shell is low in velocity and on kinetic damage. True. To be honest, I mostly use stone for EMP through. Me too, honestly. Because so long as the AI compartment is less conductive than the stuff around it, it generally does okay if you have surge protectors as well. Stone is more compact than rubber, because if you use rubber, you need real armor around it to stop things blowing up your AI anyway. Lol. I use air... Kick. You good? I heard people use it as water balloons. I use alloy as EMP protection. New Surreal, you are playing with fire or electricity. Okay. Let us hop over to the main menu. I'm not actually quite done with looking at the site. I think there's... Or maybe I am. Anyway. Let's hop over to the main menu. Do not let me forget. Actually, no, I'm done looking at the site. That's a long list of stuff already. And I'm going to vanish, like so. And coffee break time. And please survive the advert. B-Boy uses heavy armor as EMP protection. Okay then. Well, no comment. I have done push-ups and have a coffee. What's chat saying? Let's see what chat's saying. Click and click and click. Use heavy armor as EMP protection. Yes, that's my main EMP proofing block. See, you use heavy armor to put the EMP pulse somewhere else. Like, yeah, right next to your AI instead of on top of it. Yes, the precipitation does this in fact. Pinos, alloy is enough insulation if you have a layer of heavy armor to conduct it away, surrounded with repair bots to keep it alive. Keck. I use metal as my EMP protection. And then the EMP just runs away. This is actually possible, then you're really playing with fire. Playing? Boy, I am the fire! The surge protectors have to be directly touching the HI conductor. Alloy for non-critical stuff. Stone, rubber for critical parts is how I do it. Take notes, people! John's made some really cool ships. I barely use anything outside of alloy. Here's the thing about alloy. It's actually pretty good. If you're feeling lazy, alloy does the job. It does not do the job perfectly for a lot of things, but it's okay. I build mostly with alloy these days because I ran out of dams to give. Build your next craft out of truss blocks. Ooh. Having 2 tiers of insulation also means that if all your surges die somehow, the EMP will still go for your lasers or whatever before it hits the AI. Today I finished the last of my written Arbiter, which is the German A-level exams. Hooray, Milkman! Milkman Carlson. And of course, dead ending traps can help, especially against large EMP hits. Yeah. Actually, the scariest kind of EMP isn't like the mega surges, because those do tend to get eaten by surge protectors. It's like lots of medium-sized hits, because those of you who watch Lathrix, at least one of his adventure playthroughs, he was just like AI deading craft after craft using basically a shotgun EMP pack. And it's like, yeah, no, that works extraordinarily well. And I need to remember to do that. Except the metal fleet I'm currently building. Actually, hold on. I need to type notes anyway. Except the metal fleet I'm currently building. Not literally metal, it's just like this kind of metal. I'm trying not to use EMP at all. Which is a bit of a challenge. Let's just do typey. This is the longest notes in the world. Longest notes in the world. Tail fins. Go away. Okay. And I guess we do that. And make it a lot. Simple air gun in the da. Guess we do that. 2 access missile launchers. Oh boy, the scythe has a lot of notes. The scythe has all the notes. Jeez, the scythe has all the notes. It has all of them. How many notes? Yes. Oh dear. I change camo. And that. And that. Wait, was that good enough? Okay, good. That's good enough. Alright, scythe. I know how to type scythe. I do know how to type scythe. Hell yeah, I know how to spell something that I was reading over and over again. Repeatedly. Okay, then. Okay. Next. Next craft is the dumb light block testing we did. Just tuned in, did you look at the updated Sympagic yet? And if yes, is approved? Yes, Storyman! I really like it. And like, thank you for getting on that reasonably quickly. Like, there's no rush with this, obviously, but like, yeah, approved. I love it. You addressed everything I made notes on. We crossed it off the list. It's very good. Bit late to ask that, I don't know. By the way, should you post the noted insert on the workshop page? Yeah, I really should. I really frickin' should. Oh dear. Did you know that today is the 81st anniversary of Adolf H's death? Weird thing to bring up. I did not know that. I think Platona should have, like, doubled the number of vehicles. There's too few. Yep. Okay, starting now, we post notes. Actually, we could look it up. Let's just load the next thing. The next thing is the kick wheel. I believe... Did this thing ever get... Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, no, this thing needs TLC. This is a wonderfully unique craft. But yeah, it needs a bit of... It needs more circular... It needs more curves. But while we have that on there... I'm just going to... I'm going to do that. Alright, so dare I go over here. I'm going to just quickly post on the workshop. Alright. Carve scythe. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I think there's, yeah, there's things that got rejected. That's bat summon. If you're keen to... do it. Oh goodness, this is okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is why I didn't do that. This is a lot of typing. Oh boy. Remove materials. Right, this is very messy. This is extremely messy. All right, yeah, this is why this is why I wasn't doing this, because it's like even more typing than it was before. Is everyone enjoying the kick wheel on stream? Alright, maybe I shouldn't do this for every crowd. I'll do it this time, but maybe not. Internals, single ammo can be replaced with larger ones. And post it. There we go. Okay. Funnily enough, there are multiple cards that have that kind of fun with big props and named the Vortex. Yeah, I was actually thinking the Vortex instead of the kick wheel. I forgot about that. It's either like aesthetics heavy or just meta brick. I should make a mod for FGT that turns it into a gacha game. Firstly, that sounds very difficult. Secondly, how dare you? Wait. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Ow! I shouldn't have done that. My neck isn't warmed up. Alright, so, alright, kick wheel already has notes on it. We're gonna add more notes. Lots of notes. Lots of notes. Lots of... notes. Oh, I love taking notes. Oh, it's the best. To be less square, needs to be much more round in shape, because that square thing is just kind of weird. more obvious cockpit / control tower, because unless it's supposed to be unmanned. You know what would be a good idea? Is if I do the bullet point thing in the notes. Needs more of the... I can't type for anything. Needs to be more rounded shape. Supposed to be unmanned. Why wasn't I doing the bullet points in the actual notes on the spreadsheet to begin with? Ah! So it's like this is my first custom campaign ever. Need to be less square. That's basically part of the same note. Yeah, more... I mean, it does have contrasting colors, but like, contrasting colors on main hull, I think, would be better. More contrasting colors. Especially on the main hull. And let's see here. Needs decals. Icons. I should add a note on the... well, the site needs a real redo, and we can worry about icons and decals later. Decals, icons... Right, performance-wise, how do... Yeah, so this, I like the idea of a tower. This could be a lot like the Onyx Watch Rook. So yeah, this thing is a little bit too square. It's a little bit too square. What is this? Just point out and maintain distance, and it's got the spinny packs, of course it does. You need to gacha for blocks in adventure. You could gacha for materials. Oh wait, roguelike style, but if that's basically adventure mode. Like the rogue FTD already, weirdly enough, has a kind of an actual roguelike, not roguelite, because between adventure mode runs, there's no progression apart from your own experience. So there's that. That actually sounds really cool, like have pre-built engines, weapons, and set amount of structural blocks you have to make your build with. I mean, you could do that yourself with self-enforced rules. Totally possible. I mean, hell, Lathrix was doing that, saying only one weapon type. What else? Alright, so let's look at internals. That's definitely a form of cram Tetris. Yep, well... Ooh. Injector brick. You like it. Okay. And... Nope! Surge protectors inside the rubber compartment. Bad idea. Alright, so note there. Kick wheel. Cam Tetris needs overhaul. Remove surge protectors from inside rubber AI compartment. That is a classic mistake. EMP is hard to wrap your mind around in FTD. This is definitely... Does this have more general purpose processing power elsewhere? No, it doesn't. Alright, hold on a second. Right, this is very obviously not clipping. Where is this? Aha! A single light... I mean, it could have more than one light block. Although, my goodness, that is a lot of heavy armor. How's its APS to... Ugh. Transparent clips. Transparent clips! People don't read the frickin' rules, and I don't check. That is a perfect... Transparent need to be replaced with solid. Num 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 num. They're really cool. I mean, individual blocks are gotcha. Looks like spaced out storage for nuclear material to keep it subcritical. Zuzu, don't say it. Have like intentionally badly built weapons for common drops. Or energy shield sublodges with inbuilt bread for a certain purpose. Keybind for increased performance and similar. Common drops only include very fuel-hungry engines or something equally useless. I hate the idea of From the Depths being a gacha game. I really hate it. So it's not even funny because, like, don't give Brilliant Skies ideas. They might, like, they want money. They are a business. They want money. And they are allowed to have money, but wait a minute, how does this thing turn? That's how it turns. Something I remember that the missiles have too many staggered fire blocks. I'm thinking more roguelike than gacha. Yeah. I mean, adventure mode is already there. It's already a thing. Where are this thing's missiles? Oh, there 'tis the missiles. Oh, dearie me. Ah. Alright, that's a bit of a whoopsie. I guess this thing is supposed to hover above. Alright, so those, yeah, the laser emitters are blocking turret rotation on the bottom. That's a bit of a whoopsie. Okay, then. Alright, so. Right, so. Missile laser emitters are blocking APS turret road. Blocking APS turret. Who made this again? Cheesebags made this. Ooh. So do you want wisdom? The wisdom is that gacha games absolutely suck. Don't play them. Even if you don't spend money on them, they friggin' suck. I speak from bitter experience with this stream is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. So it's like, they're not games. They're slot machines disguised as games. The prop frame should be more rounded like the Vortex. Yep, well, I've already noted that. More round. Gacha update for April Fools. Did they add together make it fire slower than they reload? Ooh. Prop frame should be more rounded, or Quasar, which is... No, Vortex. The Vortex is actually what I was thinking of. It's the style of skinny fella. Alright, so... Let's see here. What the hell is this? What is this? Alright, so... Right. Missile staggered fire. Staggered fire. Alright, how many does it have? Alright. 0.35 delay between each launch. That's 32. Okay. I usually do this the other way around. Okay, so... This is 32 divided by 17.3. 32 divided by 17.3. 1.8. That is... 1 seconds. That would be continuous fire. Are you sure? That seems okay-ish, I guess? Just 1 HE per... Oh, yeah, that's bad. Alright, so the kick wheel is a hard design, so we do want to optimize this a little bit. These are all separate, I believe. So, not sure what you're talking about, John, unless I'm missing something? Oh! What the hell is going on here? This is attached to a missile controller, and it has... Well, these missile receivers are, like, absolutely not... Wait, is that for redundancy? Were they trying to make this redundant? Alright, so the missile receivers are, like, completely useless because, like, every one of these, like, missile things has, like, its own controller anyway. Was all that material storage necessary? Maybe? I don't know. Aha, it has more stuff hither and thither. I mean, not strictly oh yeah, that is true, actually. It could cut down a little bit, honestly. Because Azusa pointed out the other day that if you put too much material storage on a thing, it just kind of sucks up material that can be used to build other things. So, material storage should be about... How much is this? This is about 140,000 for this, so about half the cost of the thing. Your storage should be reduced to 140 to... Hold on. About... 140k. And... Receivers not needed need to be removed. I know how to spell receiver. I prefer E, except after C, except for all the times that is a lie. Wow, receiver. Okay, apparently I don't know how to spell receivers. Yes, I do, actually. Alright, no, I don't. Yeah, no, I prefer... Add that word to the list of, words, E before I. Before C. Wait, no, except after C. Nope, that fits. I hate that rule. It's like, it's basically not a rule at all. Okay. For a 200 candy, that's too much. Multiple stagger fire blocks. Yeah, I think the bigger problem is not... yeah. Of course, I pointed out the sucking. Yeah. 1 HE payload. I suck at FTD and other things too. You do not suck at FTD, Azusa. Cease and desist your self-deprecation. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, this is... Yeah, no, this is, I think, an attempt at redundancy, but really, it's not worth it, because just having 4 separate missile systems is fine. So yeah, like, the problem isn't too many staggered fire, the problem is too many transmitters and receivers. Transmitters and receivers not needed. Need to be removed. Alright. Alright, so let's just pause for a second and look at these laser things. How strong is this lamp? Alright, it's a 1Q... This is not as bad as I was thinking, honestly. This is not good. It's not good. Folks, what do you think about this laser stuff? I have to admit, I've not seen lasers done like this, like, ever. But also, again, it appears to be an attempt at redundancy. Ooh. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I'm not sure FTD is smart enough to, like, as damage is done, change what's the master block of stuff. Who doesn't kick? I mean, everyone sucks at FTD to a greater or lesser degree. Yeah, again, attempt at laser redundancy is, like, not gonna work either. Laser connected funny. Have just one. What is the block called again? Laser mainframe? Multipurpose laser. Need just one multi-purpose laser block. Alright, what else? That's about it, I think. Yeah, there's more up here. Mother of goodness. Actually, no, there isn't. I was seeing double for a second. Okay. Talked about to cram. Alright, let's combat test this fella. Alright, which way is the front? That's always a fun experiment. Kick wheel is there. Right. Wow, mini crams plus mini packs plus mini laser. I mean, that is a problem with this, particularly with early submissions of Glakave designs. It was like you needed 4 different weapon types or something stupid like that, so... Yeah, it turns out, like, what happens is that you get a whole bunch of, you basically get a whole bunch of small weapon systems, none of which are very good. Which is a bit of a problem. Also, why is there a cram on the back? If this thing is meant to be facing forward. Not sure this is a heart. It could also be more evasive. This has the... This definitely has the room to be a much more evasive craft. So, I'm gonna add a note there. Can be made more evasive. Does this have any... Does this have any active defenses apart from shield protectors? Are there interceptors? Are there... Let's see... Oh, it's got the lambs, right. That are not actually doing that good a job, honestly. Oh, it's also got a C-Wiz on the bottom. Alright, gotcha. Alright, what's a particularly missile-heavy thing that's in this cost range? I want to fling this against something. Because I suspect this thing needs better missile defense. So, what's a 280k thing? 280k, 280k, 280k... Yeah, godsend, that'll do. That'll do, pig. FTD is a bit like real life in their way. If a weapon is too small, it won't be able to penetrate satisfactorily. Donk. Notice the missile stagger time? Yep, noticing. Surprisingly accurate. More smaller weapons isn't good as one bigger weapon. I mean, there is a balance. If you put all your eggs in one basket, it just means one shot will smash your eggs. Is that a Robocraft Tesseract? Not a bad description, honestly. The kick wheel is infamous. Oh no, they are. I am just blind. I didn't even say anything. Why bonk? You know why bonk. You always know why bonk. Alright, so... Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Yeah, no, this thing needs a lot more and better missile. Does this thing have any bloody armor at all? Ah, it basically doesn't have armor around the AI. Ooh, that's a bit of a whoopsie. This thing will get AI deaded very, very easily. And that's not good. Alright, so needs better armor and better missile defense. Needs stronger armor and better missile defense. Actually, hold on, let's see here. I want to see something. Right. How big is that Oh, gods. Well, the better missile defense can be, like, just the... Alright, so here's the thing. I don't want to rag on people for bad Tetris, but this is... bad. This is bad. It's not very good, so... Honestly, like, if the APS Tetris is done better with Solid Eclipse, that C-Wiz gun alone will do a hell of a lot better. Probably should also change the behavior to be above the target if one of your main bits of missile defense is on the bottom. So that's another note. Should probably aim to be higher altitude than target. So underslung APS can actually do things. I know how to spell actually. I definitely didn't spell that with a Y. Definitely didn't spell that with a Y. That would high altitude than target, so I'm just gonna actually do things. I know how to spell things as well. You know perfectly well why. I didn't do anything. Hang on. Wait, hang on? Why am I hanging on? Quick! Hang on to something. Custom prop, short, Missiles with long stagger time, light armor. Borderwise, are you sure you didn't build this? Nope, it's not canoe-shaped. Also, listen, here's the thing. I admit, I might not be the best at cramming, but... I have more pride than to do 2 connections on a frag pellet. I am not that bad. I swear to you, I ain't that bad. It's pill-shaped. Is it pill-shaped? What kind... Nightworld, what kind of pills have you been having that have like a square scaffolding around them? Alright. Did I mention more color and contrast? I think I did. There's, again, lots of nodes. Yep. Okay, I think that's enough on this. I think that's enough on this for now. Just generally more round. More round, more round. Okay then, yeah, so this is definitely the thing of all time. I think that's enough notes on the kick wheel. Anything else I've missed? Remember, folks, if you're keen, you can actually go look at these things yourself on the workshop. And if you find anything I've missed, be sure to let me and the builder of the craft know, because that would probably be a good thing. So that's there. That's so much better than what I'm doing. Alright, well, format's changed again. Alright, back to the... Right, so that's copy-pasting in here. This is what it looks like. It looks so much better. Well, alright, I'm just going to do that for now because I'm literally too lazy to live. Literally too lazy to live. Actually, no, I can do better than this. Hang on. I'm going to hop into the main menu quickly while I type up notes on Dark Kick Wheel. And you can look at penis. I mean, craft. That's it. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm literally too lazy. I'm going to go find a workshop. Glacave kick wheel. Kick wheel. My cheese bags. Going through reviewing. Raft have some changes that need to be made if I'm keen. If not, I can find someone else to do. Else to do it, no worries. That would have been a very good idea. Okay, there we go, jolly good. Okay, I'm probably gonna, you know what, yep, okay, I am gonna fix the notes on my spreadsheet here. Oh, I can do that, okay, that makes life easier. It makes life much easier. Don't mind me, I'm screaming in terror. Don't mind me, I am screaming in terror. Ah! If anyone wants to hit me with a canoe, I'm not going to say no right now. It turns out that a lot of Glacave craft, because they kind of get chucked in there, turns out that they need work. They need work. I want to see you work. Okay then. Okay then. No worries. We are sailing to Philadelphia. Why are we sailing there? That's just how the song goes. Don't ask me why. There's stuff happening on screen. I'm probably, because I'm looking back and forth on the spreadsheet, I'm probably like, you know those videos of like kittens watching something go back and forth on a screen? Why the hell did I do that? Alright. Okay then. Kick wheel goes up here. Clicky, 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 clicky. Kick wheel. Kick wheel. Kick wheel. Kick wheel. Kick wheel. Alright. Well, almost done. The punches redone. The punch. Well, almost fully redone to the punches internals. Damn. Need to check around the armor since it's missing a lot of like anti-heat armor. Also, it's also easy. You don't have to worry about armor schemes too much. This is true. Don't sweat the Don't sweat the punch too much, Elival. Kick wheel is actually in hard. I was talking about the punch. Oh, my bad. I have a suggestion. Swap the places of the kick wheel and chisel on the sheet. Now that you mention it. You reckon? Is the chisel a hard design? It never struck me as a hard design. But you know what? We got 15 minutes left, so that'll be a fun thing to do. Do I feel like looking at the Quasar? It has a note on here that just says, needs TLC, which is probably like in another entire essay. So let us spawn in. That's the life of the front side. I mean, if it just got hit in the side almost anywhere, it would die. I mean, pound for pound. Let's see which is better. Actually, you know what I can do? I can go do the custom battle. It is custom battle time. It's fight day. Oh, we like fight day. Oh, we like fight day, we do. Alright, so there's the kick wheel and the chisel. Where the hell's the chisel? Wait a minute, these things are almost the same cost. What the hell? Also, I am aware that, like, we could, while we're fixing while we're doing things to the chisel, make it a lot better, because it is shaped to be formidable. The chisel isn't anything remarkable, it's reasonably good, while the kick wheel is giving easy vibes. John, I'm not sure if you remember, the chisel has, like, I mean, the chisel is a brick. I mean, if you made the chisel bounce up and down and put smoke on it, I don't know. Kick wheel is a funny little guy. It's a funny big guy. Apply to all. And just for giggles, let's put both of them on the Cave Dominion colors. I'm not above that. Alright then, so did we ever make these two things fight? Honestly, yeah, if you made the chisel more evasive, it would probably do pretty well. Let's see. So far, wow, the chisel's winning. Oh! Interesting. I mean, the chisel's face is like a slab of heavy armor, so there is that. John, you might be onto something here. Alright, the chisel is gonna need some TLC to be a proper hard craft. Maybe just made it a little bit stronger. But yeah. Yeah, this thing is it's not just winning, it's like winning by a mile. It's also cheaper, yeah, so this is like, oh well, it's a little bit, it's not accurate anymore. Yeah, this thing is dodging crabs without even really trying, just because it's moving in a gentle circle. Alright, so that's a note. That is a note. It also, yeah, the kick wheel is just not a good shape for evasion. Yeah, nice, big, chunky... Damn, go the chisel. Where is it even being damaged? Wait, did this APS get destroyed? Am I missing something? I think it did, actually. Hack didn't get destroyed, though. Yeah, the kick wheel, unfortunately, has a shape which just means it's, like, very vulnerable to losing large chunks of health all at once. Oh my goodness, that... Wait, do neither of these things have laser defense? Neither of these things have laser defense. They don't have smoke. I mean, the kick wheel technically has planar shields, but, oh, that's where they're here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Oh, bollocks, I didn't make a note about the, I didn't make a note about the missiles. Kick wheel was easy. Yeah, wow, How dodge cram move to the left slightly, yep. Honestly, I didn't realize either of those was in the spotters. I thought the chisel was medium or hard. Could be a good shape if it... Yeah, we can make it more hard. Single AT warheads on missiles is bad. Switch to frag. Incendiary. UP. Right, just gonna make a note there. Where are we? That kick wheel is there. Alright, cool. Yeah, no, the chisel... Yeah, we are gonna have to swap these, because, like, yeah, the chisel just needs a little bit of tweaks here and there, and then it will actually be, like, properly formidable. The kick wheel is gonna need a lot of TLC in order to get anywhere. Might have it with worn on laser... Might have it with worn on laser missile off, not sure. Yeah, I don't remember. Like, this is actually a very good shape for a front side. It's so flat. There clearly isn't anything wrong with putting ammo boxing inside the cram Tetris. Wait a minute. Elival, are you talking about the punch? Are you talking about the punch? Because if it's an easy craft, then yeah, sure. Yeah, wow, the kick wheel got its ass kicked. Alright, yep, I'm gonna... Well, okay, I'm gonna let the fight play out, and then, before I do anything, I'm just gonna sit here and drink coffee. So how are you doing today? Doing good? Ooh, we can raid Sushi Cat. Just a smidge of extra ammo. Oh, Eliaval's doing crimes. Eliaval's doing crimes. Also, the fact that the chisel has plasma means that, like, it actually is a threat to things with heavy armor, which is good. Surprised the weapons don't target the props much. I mean, they might actually be targeting the props, because the props are at the rear. That's a huge blocker. Oh, also, bearing in mind, we're in alpha test, and one of the recent changes with alpha test that I think has gone through is that cluster block targeting is different. Now, it takes into account the size of the block, and it's less a cluster block and cluster volume targeting now. So it's basically fixing the long-term problem of things like crams and fuel engines and custom procs being statistically targeted more than anything else because it's just a cluster of 1 meter blocks, which is a very, very welcome change, and it means that I can put cram cannons in the middle of my canoes again. I mean, canoe now. No! No! You must have the redeem. Can confirm the anchor bolt being so small vertically is one of the things that very much works in its favor. Okay, see you, Orange. It doesn't have to move up and down that much to dodge things. Yep. Yeah, wow, the kick wheel got its ass kicked. Man. I gotta say, I was not expecting the fight to be this close. I was honestly expecting, the kick wheel to put up more of a fight. But nah. The chisel. Alright, so we're gonna swap them, and who made this? Crodfrod. Alright, so just gonna hop into the main menu so we get totally not penis time. We're gonna swap these in terms of difficulty. So I mean, both of them are very, very naughty, so we are swapping them like so. Also redesignated easy. Now I'm gonna make a note here. Wheel has been redesignated as an easy craft for now. So, not too much about making it perfect outside of aforementioned notes. Alright, so kick wheel, chisel, swapped. And I'm going to replace these. Whoops, let's go over here so you can actually look at the fun thing rather than the spreadsheet. Why did I do that? Replace transparent clips. Redesignated as a hard vehicle so it can be made much more evasive and stronger. And okay then, we done did good work here. All right, so do I want a look? We can look at the Quasar. We're allowed. I have a coffee to finish. Only got 11k. I suggest someone redeem it now. Please don't be mean. Anyways, wife. Look. Alright, but otherwise, don't be a wuss. Don't be a big wuss. Look at the Quasar. Quasar. Oh, this guy. Ooh, right. This is another. This whole row of stuff actually is like. Alright, so this needs cockpit. Its color's good. Needs cockpit, decals, icons. Front view of this is actually pretty dope. Yep. Didn't know Borderwise was into Firefly and Honkai Star Rail. FF is wife indeed. Wait, what? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? I'm not into either of those things. This thing, it's a thing. Like, huh? I don't get it. What about wife has anything to do with thing? Alright, so we're gonna say, instead of vaguely saying it needs TLC, what we need to say is needs cockpit. Unless it has a cockpit somewhere, which I missed. It does not have a cockpit anywhere. Quasar needs cockpit, needs decal / icons. Right, so if what is this thing's deal? I do like this thing. I do like this thing a lot, actually. How many decorations does this have? Alright, firstly, I wasn't really checking... I was checking, actually. Wait, this thing has no turrets. Okay, so this thing is particularly vulnerable to getting flanked. So, for a godly, that is no bueno. So... very vulnerable to being flanked. Needs side. Needs close in, side and rear defensive weapons. Like, this thing is just kind of, wait a minute. Alright, so these are huge missiles, but they're basically unarmored, and that's a no-no. Right, so huge missiles lack armor. Huge missiles lack armor. Big no. Big no-no. They are an expensive investment. They are expensive. Okay, then why... I'm so annoyed at myself for not doing bullet points in me notes to begin with. Alright, girl in the wife emote, her name's Firefly. Oh! Alright, so that... I forgot that completely. So that wife emoji, it was Azusa who asked me to put that as a Twitch redeem. This thing is the girl, right. This thing is cool looking, it's not particularly combat effective. The frontal armor is so thin for something that costs that much. The plasma is one charge spammer. Ooh. Missiles tend to die a lot and pretty unremarkable hues. Bless the sooty man, thank you. It also tends to fall out of the sky on first spawning into combat. This thing also flops in the water and spawn. It can get out of the water because of the props, but still. Ammo has no heat hash protection. Is it said as an amphibious craft? Basically, an armor destroys the whole thing, really, which probably isn't great. Nope, it's said as an aircraft. Okay, so this thing kind of needs an overhaul to be better. I mean, being unarmored isn't a problem if you're evasive enough, and this thing... This is not what the front of a front-sider should look like. Needs way more frontal armor. Alright. Needs way more frontal armor. Fine, I'll spell it the British way. Needs way more frontal armor. Pack is in very vulnerable spot anyway. So yeah, if you, let's just have an experiment here. So if I do... I'm gonna reload this thing, so no worries. So if we get rid of that... What the hell? Huh? Oh! Ah, right, it's got scatter lenses. That's like, makes more sense. So if you get rid of all this nonsense, so... If you get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that... Bloody Nora. Whoa, this is a lot of batteries. Oh yeah, this is like 16 million battery storage. So if we do that, if we do that, if we do that, you know what we have here? Literally all of this could be turned into armor. And yeah, that would reduce the firepower a bit, but it would free up a lot of cost. Probably need to get rid of these things here. The props on the front, they're cool, but again, this is a front-sider. It's not a good idea to put critical things at the front, because that's where it gets hit in the face a lot. So there's that. Critical system should be moved to the rear. Front-sider, so critical vulnerable systems should be moved to rear. This is the problem with godlies. Like, speaking as someone who's gonna have to rebuild the Titanoboa again, yeah, it's gonna be a bad time. Also, I have an idea of how to rebuild a Titanoboa. It involves spamming plasma guns a lot. What's the cost of this? The cost of this thing is it's a lot. It's 1.9 million smackers. So yeah, no, this is expensive, which means that when it shows up, it really should count. Missile particle cannon and plasma. Let's just check the charge of the plasma. Yeah, it's no good. Alright, one charge plasma is bad. Don't do it. Okay, one charge plasma is bad. Needs at least 7. Whoops. Alright, so if we shrink everything, how big are these plasma? These plasma guns are not that big. So what's their charge rate? Charge generation is like, alright, so if these have 7 charge, if it's a 7 charge plasma, it'll be firing at less than 1 a second, which is not great. You could rejigger the Tetris in here to make that work better. Oh, that's a jet engine in there. How about that? It's also got interceptors. Who made this? Xavier. I do love this thing. Aesthetically, this is amazing. But yeah, it does need some TLC. It also reminds me of Licorice there, that ribbing. Funny thing is, possibly isn't even using the disable tip. It's just set to 1 charge per shot anyway. Yeah, no good. No bueno. 1.9 million of disappointment. Azusa, don't be mean. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't be mean to other people. Is there a spot open for a godly with Glocave? No. I do not believe there is. No. Let's just see here. I think there's reserved spots, perhaps? Wait, is Glocave filled out? Actually, no. I believe... Oh, no! Oh, wow. I could actually do the Glocave overview. Although, considering how many notes are needed on Glocave, perhaps not. I guess I could show off the stuff that is, like, mostly complete. Oh, right, there is, alright, no, Glocave is not complete. There's 2 fortresses that have not been built yet. So there's, what's over here? There's a tank factory reserved for Super Dave and a thrustercraft factory. So those are the only slots open for Glocave at the moment, unless, someone wants to withdraw their design because they don't want to rebuild it. People usually pay me to be mean to them, and here I am doing it for free. Well, context is everything, Azusa. I don't know, it's usually like swarm-type craft. What makes a drone? Yeah, set to max charge with shot with a given Tetris, it would fire the plasma every 10 seconds. Which would not be bad, actually. Anyone else feel that this should rotate? I mean, it doesn't have to. But yeah, like, you could hollow out that pack and fill it with armor, and this would be a lot better. I think this, you know what this strikes me as? This is screaming for a Pierce laser instead. Okay, recommendation, switch main armament to... What's back here? What's back? What the absolute... Aha! Now... If you, because this has an absolutely stupid amount of power, if you got rid of all the steam turbines, you could fit an absolute monster of a laser in there. How big is this? This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 by... It's 15 meters tall, and like... This could be a Pierce laser craft. I think that could be a good idea. I'm gonna type that as a recommendation. Suggestion. Removing pack and steam turbines could make this a mean Pierce laser craft. Laser turrets on ring. So that's an idea. It's an idea, and of course it's easier to come up with ideas. It's like, yeah, you could... we could literally ditch the plasma and the pack and move the missiles somewhere else. The missiles actually could be mounted, like, instead of outward, angled forward, which would shrink their target profile. It means you could armor them a little bit better. Yeah, the fact that, like, if nothing else, I do respect the fact that this thing is a chunky frontsider that is not using custom jets. Although, custom jets, let's face it, this is precisely what they're good for. This thing also has way too much battery storage. It does not need that much, probably. Is this overclocked? Ah, yeah. Overclocking bad. Okay, it actually needs all that steam. Each of the 8 packs is fully... Oh, yeah, I know. I'm saying that, the steam turbines, if you remove the particle cannon from the front, which is probably a good idea, to begin with, you could replace those steam turbines with more power and more, like, lasers or stuff, something like that. So, yeah, this thing kind of needs a redo. Max overclock is 2 damage for 4 times energy clock. Yeah. Yeah, the pack needs to be made more efficient. Let's note that there. Needs major overhaul for max godliness. What should it be test against? Test against, I think that the Seismotron is a very good, test against Seismotron. Simply because, test against, yeah, Seismotron. Seismotron. Yeah, because the Seismotron is a pretty, it's not perfect, but it's a very good yardstick for Glacave godliness, especially for Thrustercraft. Alternatively, make pack more efficient. Whole thing with armor. Make pack more efficient. Overclock is a... Whoops. Overclock is a bit much. Okay then. Efficient. I know how to... Ah, damn it. Efficient. Yes. Okay. There's that. Okay. We should probably combat test this thing, yeah? Should be able to 1v1 the Almighty too. Almighty is cheaper. Not necessarily. I'm not worried about... Because the Almighty, Zuza, sorry to say, needs to be really, really good. Because it's a stone-like craft. Which is going to be... How inefficient packs are to begin an overclock fairly equipped with so many players. You could have just built a bigger pack with less overclock for the same overall cost. Yep. Lathrix style 500mm rapid fire railguns using ammunition shells. Yeah, like again, there's options for this. That is the good news. We have options. These plasma guns actually could be replaced with railguns. Although plasma is more compact than APS as a general rule of thumb. Actually, like, yeah, alternatively again, could become... Alternatively, again, already has big energy generation, so monster railgun could work well too. Alternatively, Allreezy. That's how I spelled already. That's for sure. Okay. Oops, well, the Almighty isn't that good, to be honest. Whoop-de-daisy. Effort. I'm extending the craft I'm making. Gonna double the cost, extend the armor, add a 3rd turret. And that's why you keep, Oh yeah, that's Nightworld, it just occurred to me, if you're struggling to build stuff cheap, making a craft specialized is a great way to lower its cost. Because, like, every different weapon system kind of adds up. So yeah, make it hyper-specialized should work better. Case in point, I recently did some stuff with the... what the hell is it called? The Dragon Force, that air superiority laser thing I have. And that thing is just really good at one thing, which is fly swatting swarms of smaller craft. Okay, the trees are wigging out in the background. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Oh, wait, no. Okay, no, they're fine. Let's combat test this thing against itself and against the Seismotron and see what happens. Quasar. And it's not godly. What am I doing? Wait, well, here's the Quasar. That's the plan for the next set of craft. Gonna make a fleet of crafts cheaper with basic defense and specific offense. Very good, very good. Human shells are quite versatile in place of the plasma. The plasma is honestly the part I would change the least. Just change the charge per shot. Okay, fair enough. But there are other options for sure. Well, did a quick paint pass and added a few GD decals to the punch. I think that's okay for now, at least for today, lol. Thank you! Put it where tactical spaghetti can find it. And, like, I don't know, put it on the workshop as well so I can look at it, because I want to see it. I want to see the punch. I like the punch. It's an upload. What? Oh, it's in updated blueprints? Alright. Alright. Also, new video just went live. Hehe. Now with color. I mean, hell, we could look at the new punch if we wanted to. Alright, let's just see the Quasar beat itself up. Oh, lordy. Yeah, this thing's... yeah, okay, this thing... Alright, it has done a bit of a flop. Ah, it's trying to do that sweet... oh, dear. Alright, yeah, it flop into the water. It flop into the water that bad. Alright, so... flops into water too easily. Needs more up thrust. CJEs are your friend. Whoops, I typed that. I mean, it can get out of, like, as you say, it can get out. And here's the problem, Doctor, is that its main weapon is, like, poking out in front of it. And that's bad. It does have interceptors, though. It has a lot of interceptors. Yeah, it's not super evasive. It is... let's see. Alright, no, it is actually pretty decently evasive. But you know what would be a good idea? I swear, this is... doctors hate this. Like, seriously, like, honestly, just turning the hover PID to be super aggressive... very easy way of just making a craft, like, super good. And with ships, with broadsiders, turning the yaw PID, like, up to be super aggressive is a great way to make it go and it just dodges stuff. It's an upload. Cram should be acceptable now. Yay! Heck. Plan for the next set of craft. Bloody Nora. Yep, wow. Yeah, this is a glass cannon that is a little bit too heavy. Yeah, imagine if all that particle cannon was like railgun instead. That would be really strong. It does need more missile defense, I think, because those, admittedly, those are huge missiles. Yeah, this fella's gonna win because huge missiles just happen to, like, what are those packs again? Alright, our friend here is getting Tyrannosaurus Shrek'd. Prepare yourself immediately. Right, so these things are set to... where are you? Okay, this is hard. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. That is set to piercing. So let's say, yeah, full piercing pack. So very strong, it's just not efficient. Also, flop into water. Every time I build something, I think it's good for like a week and then immediately start hating it. Yeah, except sometimes I hate it while it's not even finished. I mean, I might have to do some kind of bit of cheap and just beat itself. I mean, remember, it's not about the combat efficiency, it's about With EasyCraft, you want it to be resource efficient because you don't want... Whoa! Hey, Storyman, thank you for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. What was I saying? Sound is so scuffed. Yay! 20% cheaper. Okay, that is good. Yeah, well, oh, that's what I was saying. Alright, so with EasyCraft, their optimization really should be to go towards making them cheaper so the AI doesn't waste resources on them. Why is there constantly ding? I think it's just like ding, 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 ding. Okay, so I think that's enough notes on the Quasar. Let us, I think, well, I've had more coffee today, so I'm less tired. Alright, so... let's just copy that, put it where it lives. And click, 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 click. Quasar. And let's do that. Let's do that. And let's go find the thing. Quasar. Spelt Quasar. Quasar. Damn, this was first. Yeah, this is an old one. Right. Hello. Hello. Reviewing craft at the moment. Have feedback. I know how to spell no. Let's hop onto the main menu so we can look at Les Dons. Alright. Moment. We have improved. What's to do? If you're keen. If not, no worries. I can. Whoa! Hello! Whoa! Hype train has started. Ow! Has anyone here heard of Stormfinder? No, I haven't, Oliver. EasyCraft should be optimized for fun, true lettuce. For craft multiple vehicles, you can spread the different weapons to different sub-vehicles. So, does the main vehicle need to have 4 different weapons? What John said. Alright, I'm typing. I can find someone else to take over. Alright, I am typing in 2 different tabs. It's close inside and rear defensive weapons. Yeah, like, honestly, the Quasar, converting it into a laser thing with, like, laser turrets on the ring, I think would, like, I think that would be pretty good. I'm almost tempted to do that myself, except I've got enough to do. Is there a cost threshold for the different tiers? Realistically, high difficulty craft can only be so small. There's no set limit on cost in any regard. Size matters, sorry guys. Yeah, it does. The exception being the Stone Knight galleys. Yeah, for them they have a cost limit. Bigger is better. A lot of the time, yes. But other times, not so much. Alright, I have tippy-tappy the notes. Yeah, this was uploaded like 2 years ago, so it's like, if Ragraz ain't keen, like, that's fine. It's okay. Big project. Okay, so there we are. Alright, so let's look at the upgraded punch quickly. And what the hell did... Oh. I've never clicked that button. Alright, let's look at wait, no, let's stay on main menu for now. What am I doing with my life? Alright, upgraded punch. Punch, punch, punch. Punch internals. Is that really what it was? Punch internals, okay. And let's put this Let's put this in Plutono. Very good. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, I really need to, like, scull the coffee before streams, because, like, I'm just way more motivated. I've got that motivation. Alright, so let's see here. Where the color? Animal! I said color contrast. Where's the color contrast? What the hell did you even do? Spawn in the old one just for comparison. You didn't change the colors! What the heck is this supposed to be version 7? That was version 68. Heck! Okay. Alright! Wait, so that's version 64, 68. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about it for now. I'm just gonna end the stream there. We've gone over time anyway. Alright, just make sure to get the correct blueprint to spaghetti, and I can look at it next time. Internals should be upgraded at least. Alright, fine, let's have a look-see. Alright, that is different. That is indeed different. Oh. Oh, they look... Of all the places you could have put that, you'd put that there? Why didn't you put it somewhere where it was like, I don't know, less of a problem? You could have replaced a recoil absorber with that. You could have put it back here. Okay. Okay, well... yeah, so, like, yeah, still, color contrast still needed. It's still quite blank. So, not updated as per se. Hype train has ended. We reached level 1 with 0%. Hooray! Okay, enough of this madness. I'm going to stop now. Alright, okay, let's raid Gorlath again. Gorlath is fun. Alright, thank you for joining me, folks! If you're watching this later on YouTube, remember to subscribe! It'll be very good. Only 100 more subscribers or so before I can get that VOD channel monetized and it can help pay my internet bills. Yeah, no, I did paint some. I didn't get that version uploaded. It should be the right one now. I don't care if it has. Alright, you figure it out. No worries. Let's do #raid Gorlath streams. It's an easy craft. Blowing up nicely is a feature, not a bug. Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but it's like, I don't know. It's replaced a 6-connection cram pellet. Let's raid Gorlath streams. Alright, are you ready? Are you steady? Is your name Freddy? Did I forget anything? Probably not. Alright, are you ready? Yep, well, you better be. Alright, see you next time, folks. Bye!